Welcome back, guys, to our family review.
Stop it!
Where we review families.
First,
The Jenners.
Jenners. You know what sucks about this? We can't choose if this goes in the review. We can't choose. He edits them, so he gets to choose.
It might be working.
Because I know I don't want them.
I don't want it to.
I'm telling you right now, dude. If I don't laugh when you show me later. What's up, guys? Welcome back. My name is Damien.
My name is Carl.
And I'm Alex.
We are Our Mind Center. We make short films and we review movies. And today, this is the only movie that we've ever been waiting to review, and it is finally here, ladies and gentlemen. Incredibles 2. It's been 14 long years.
Dude, 14 Years was the name of that song that was made for Wolfenstein.
Whoa, dude. If you don't know who it is, Mick Gordon, check him out. He makes great music. 14 years, YouTube it. Anyways, Incredibles 2. 14 years we have been waiting for this movie. And I say we.
7-year-old me.
So wild, bro. And I say we in particular, and I'm not singling anybody out. But I know there's a bunch of memes going around where it's like a grown man, he's like standing in line for the thing. And we're grown men, but we're not like older. When the first movie came out, it was made for us. It was made for little Alex, little Kyle, and little Damien.
7 to 8-year-olds.
Yeah, we were who that movie was marketed towards. And we have just grown up waiting for this movie. And it is a constant meme. And it's always been a thing like, dude, when are they going to make an Incredibles? Oh, they're not going to make it. Yes, they are. And we're here.
We just watched it.
And we are here. And Alex, we all know that the end of the first one was a cliffhanger that didn't get resolved until tonight, for us at least. How does that continue? What is this one about?
So, Incredibles 2 leads in after the first movie with some political things that they have to deal with, trying to get superheroes back into the fold. And this time, it's not Mr. Incredible, it's Mrs. Elastigirl.
Or
He fucking knew.
Thick-ass-girl, if you know what I mean.
What? I thought this was a family review.
I know, dude, but every time in the movie I just see her in the cage, she's like turned around and I'm like, dude, Mr. Incredible.
This is worse than ever.
Well done, my guy.
Alright, well, now it's definitely not a family review.
I'm still gonna put
So, like Alex is saying, this is now, it seems kind of comedic, even when you were saying it. Were you being sarcastic when you were like, and this time it's Elastigirl? Like, do you find that
Yes.
negative? You were.
No.
Okay. So I know.
No. Okay, so I think that it's ridiculous how often they put like feminine in like the newer movies coming out. They're like, oh, women empowerment, and I
The
think
SJWs are
too,
winning.
It's too much at this point. Obviously, have a female lead, and that's awesome. But I really didn't get this feeling from this movie that they were overdoing it. To an extent.
Yeah.
It makes sense,
Well, that's what I'm saying.
and I'm like, oh, come on. But at the same time, this movie works really well, and I really like seeing Mr. Incredible as the dad, as opposed to the superhero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Elastigirl being the one is it sets up so much for the movie. Like, the movie would not have been near as funny
That's what I mean.
if
Like,
Mr. Incredible was the one.
if you don't know what's going on, and they show it in the trailer, but Elastigirl is like leading this movie. At least she starts leading it, and I like where that goes. But like, Elastigirl's the new face, because we've already seen Mr. Incredible. He's the dude, he's the man, he was all over TV, he had comic books and everything. Now it's Elastigirl's turn. So she comes back donning her old suit, and she's like kicking ass, taking names, and I think it works a lot of ways. Because what Alex is talking about, like people like that nowadays, like that's the new thing. And like you were saying in the car, one thing that they needed to improve on was action.
Yes.
There's only so much you can do, and I've said it with every superhero movie I've ever seen. There's only so much you can do with a character that's strong, or a character that's fast. But that's why I want them to make more Fantastic Four movies, is because a stretchy person, they can do anything.
Yeah.
They can act like Spider-Man in the streets.
So, yeah.
They,
You can act like Spider-Man in the streets and Peter Parker in the sheets. So Elastigirl in this one has some really cool stuff that she does. Like, she has a motorcycle in this one, which I think they've shown in a couple scenes in the trailer.
Yeah.
But oh my goodness, do they really go above and beyond showing their powers at they're most interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a point where I think Frozone is a freaking god.
Dude,
I was like,
Frozone did more than pretty much anybody.
his like, you never think that he's just gonna come out of
There's
nowhere.
the part I think I
but-
looked at Kyle where like they're on the thing and then they're going this way and he's like freezing and it pushes himself straight up and I
Yeah.
was like, dude,
No,
That's-
his powers in this seem to like rival Jack's powers. Like, he freaking
Yeah.
just goes above and
and
beyond.
we can't forget about Jack at all. There's
Oh
so
my
many
God.
characters in this movie and so many superheroes and even new ones, which I was surprised, maybe not 100% like,
Yeah.
all for it or like that's new, that's dope. However, there are so many characters in the family. You know, you got Jack, Violet, Dash, Mr. Incredible, and a thick-ass girl, and like all of them have so much to do in this movie, and I was so happy because of what Mr. Incredible does and the things he has to do. Even though the plot of the movie is more like, hey, Elastigirl,
Yeah.
like female superhero, and even I think the director and the writers are like, hey, female superhero.
Yeah.
I think it only made Mr. Incredible a stronger character than anybody in the movie.
Yeah.
He has so much to do, and it makes me so much more like aware of what's happening because
Yeah.
Father's Day is this weekend. It's
Mhm.
on Sunday. What a perfect movie! I was like watching it during, and I was like, oh my god, there is no better like Father's Day movie than like to see, especially this weekend, than Incredibles 2.
Yeah, and Jack's the best.
Oh my
like the voice, like the audio from
Mhm.
Jack is the best baby I've ever seen in the animated.
And he has arguably the funniest scene.
Oh,
in
yeah.
the entire movie.
I do want
Most
to make
of
light
it.
of that as well
Oh my
because I feel
gosh,
like there was
it's-
kind of a worry that I had that they were gonna make Jack just this really
Prominent.
like prominent, almost overbearing
He
baby
saves the
character
day. He's
that
the dude.
sells
Yeah.
toys and all that stuff. But seriously, his introduction as a superhero to whatever extent is
So
hilarious,
funny, dude.
and his reasoning behind doing the things that he does is just it's perfect.
It really is.
They did such a good job bringing him into it and just keeping the story interesting and, I mean, to an extent relevant and just fun.
Yeah.
And the comedy, I mean, throughout the movie is, I mean, The Incredibles is funny. I would definitely say that this movie is a lot more funny for me. And I know that's hard to say because this is like,
funny.
Yeah.
I mean, and even this, like, The Incredibles is it's like one of the most nostalgic movies for me.
Mhm.
But I do think that this is a better movie
Mm.
than The Incredibles.
Wow.
I do. It's crazy.
Well, let's put a number on this guy.
Never thought I would say it.
I think what you have here with Incredibles 2 is a great example and almost like a apology accepted for taking 14 years because this is the movie that you've given me. And for a movie to know that the audience is me, Kyle, and Alex that grew up with this movie and who have waited this long for this movie, but to still work for every generation who's watching it,
Yeah.
baffles the hell out of me. And I will commend, because he has made my favorite animated movie I've ever seen in Incredibles 1. And he also made Ratatouille. And he also directed my favorite Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, his first live-action movie.
Yeah.
He just knows what to do. And Pixar and Disney, for the first time in a long time, and in the sea of all these animated movies coming out, just because they can be animated and they'll know they'll make a lot of money, Pixar and Disney show you what has made those movies so popular to begin with, and is what has risen Disney and Pixar to the height of monopoly that it has, and it's the amount of joy that you get from watching their movies. Guys, I will answer the 14-year-old question, is it worth the wait? And my God, yes it is. I'm going to give this movie a 9.5. Almost there. Almost was there to the first one. But the first one exists, and I will not, I'm going to give it 9.5. 9.5 superhero mass out of 10. I think that this movie is worth the wait, while I wouldn't want any other movie to take that long of a hiatus.
Yeah.
Right. Don't do it again. Incredibles. But yeah, I love this movie. Every moment of it, I loved it. Definitely one of the funniest animated movies I've seen in a very long time. One of the best animated movies I've seen in a very long time.
Mhm.
It actually almost got me at one point, dude. Let's see. But anyways, yeah, I loved every second of it, and I will also answer the question: was it worth it? Was it worth the wait? It was worth the wait, and I'm gonna give it a good. I'm also gonna give it a 9.5 cookies out of 10.
Nice.
Yeah, dog.
We have been waiting on this for a long time, and
14 years was it?
I think we've said that a couple times, but it's definitely worth it. I think at the beginning of it, the biggest fallback I guess I had was getting into the movie, and I've said that quite a few times in other films. And sitting down at this, I was almost skeptical.
Hesitant to.
I was very hesitant to say that this was as good or wanted it to be or actually allowing it to be as good as it is. But my goodness, once the story really hits and they start doing all that stuff, being superheroes and him being a dad and her, it gets you. And I laughed and I loved every minute of it. I'm going to give it a 10. I'm going to give it a 10, a 10 force bubbles out of 10.
Nice. So guys, look no further. The age-old question has been answered. Any other questions you have, we'll answer those too, hopefully with as much confidence as we answered this one.
Yeah.
And so you guys do not forget, my name is Damien.
My name's Kyle.
And I'm Alex.
We are Our Mind Center. We make short films. We review movies. And please leave a like and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you can get more of us three dudes on a couch. And until next time, and of course, as always, there will definitely be a next time, guys. The girl who just doesn't like her brother, so
She
she's
looked
gonna...
a lot like the girl from Megamind. That's what she looked like.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Just
Wow,
like her.
looked a lot like her.
Like
dude.
her
Oh,
hair.
But
And,
that whistle in Elastigirl's voice, that little whistle thing.
Her
No,
little-
it's not a whistle.
Yeah.
It's hard to explain.
It's like a little lisp, or it's just like a voice.
it's her like.
It's like her S's
Yeah.
are hard. I don't know how to.
It's like a
explain it.
country mom.
She
That's how like
looks-
I.
It's like for how old they made Mr. Incredible look, she did not. She looked like a young, thick-assed girl.